YouTube live हो गया Sakimi comes down to Sharon. It just gets the other side of Martin Zubimendi. In fairness to him, got back well, but it just hit him. So it's going to be a corner to PSG. What about getting the seat from João Neves? Unbelievable. 111 minutes. He's driving 1v1s on the right side of the box. One player. I thought he got away from Zubimendi there. What a little player. So Doué to take the PSG corner. Sent it away by Declan Rice, helped on by Martinelli. It's picked up by Zaire Emery. Anthony Barcola. It's such a testament to the fitness levels of both groups of players. When you think the number of matches that they play, Arsenal the 63rd in all competitions, and PSG played so many last season, then they got the Club World Cup and didn't really get a summer break, and then they've been in everything this season. I mean, they just play game after game after game, and they're still going strong here in this very sticky heat inside the Puskás Arena. Deep into extra time in the Champions League final. Especially the starters and the ones that have been on from the beginning. Warriors. I'm looking at Doué and Mendes. I don't think they're even sweating, you know. There's going to be a chance for somebody. I'm telling you. Are you sensing it? I'm sniffing it. There's going to be a chance for somebody. This Barcola, Zaire Emery. Everybody back in this defensive shape for Arsenal. It goes towards Gonzalo Ramos, but that's easy. For David Raya. It's the first time tonight we've had two Spanish coaches in opposition in a Champions League final. Two men who followed similar paths, really, as young players. Who they are tonight, representing their clubs. Two great clubs. This great competition. Saliba just got across to help Gabriel out there. So that was close. Declan Rice towards Yuri and Timber, taken on the chest by Nuno Mendes. Timber wins it back for Arsenal. It's so tense in here. Yeah, you can feel it, can't you? Absolutely. Tell you what, Mikel Arteta's fitness levels aren't bad. He's still going to look down that technical area, down that touchline. He's never in the box. There he is. I'll tell you what he could do. He could play as well. Don't worry about that. He's kicked every ball, hasn't he? Yeah. All season, by the way. All season. Nkapia. Eze. Can Arsenal find the moment? Eze's ball. Okay, couldn't gather. Couldn't gather it. It's a lovely little tight ball. You think, man, he maybe could take it with his left and hit it with his right, but it's just in front of him. Clever ball from a clever player. Five minutes to penalties. Bradley Barcola. Hakimi. Gonzalo Ramos among those waiting in the middle. Here's Beraldo. João Neves. Sabani. Bradley Barcola. Good away by Gabriel, flicked a little bit further by Victor Gyökeres. Is Neves and now Doué. Lucas Beraldo, Nuno Mendes, William Pasha. It goes to Hakimi, back to Doué. It's just this red and white ball between the Paris Saint-Germain player in possession and David Raya's goal. Beraldo, Savani. João Neves gets the other side of Hincapié. Now can he pick somebody out? He's just lost control of that. A shot then comes in from Doué, it's loose in the air. And David Raya catches it. They thought the ball had gone out there, some of the Arsenal players. It's a good one as well. Yeah, he was away, wasn't he? Nuno Mendes.
Oh, it's when Hincapié goes to ground. That's when he knows he can take a touch.
So Arsenal are going to go low from the free kick. Based on that decision, they've sent Gabriel forward. They just kept William Saliba back though as an insurance policy. 2 minutes of extra time left. Launched forward by David Raya. Well, that's going to go all the way through. They look out on the feet, some of the players.
Ah, well, it's understandable, Dan. Stephen will tell you, playing in that heat, we mentioned there at the end of the game, it's clammy, it's energy sapping. And Arsenal in particular have worked their socks off.
Big bold teams will just want the shootout now. Just want it all to win. I don't think they'll lack for confidence, Paris Saint-Germain, if it does go to penalties. They've won trophies, 3 of them this season, on penalties, in shootouts. Super Cup against Spurs, Intercontinental Cup against Flamengo. But Arsenal might chase the script here. It's through into the side netting. He was down there, suffered off. It's a head in your hands moment for Timber, but just didn't quite break for them there, the Gunners.
Like Safano, showed them that near post. Look at his position there. Tell you what, going hard down at that left-hand side, we're giving him a headache.
Tell you what, the keeper, if they do go to penalties, when they play Flamengo and Intercontinental, he saved 4 of them. Raya's not faced one until the Dembele one. So, it's a lottery, Ali will tell you.
Yeah.
It's put yourself in that pressure moment. Penalties and cup finals are different from normal penalties, facing normal penalties. There's a difference this unit. Side running out to decide it before spot kicks. Declan Rice. Molly Maluaka. Swings it in, headed away by Beraldo. Up goes Gabriel. Victor Gyökeres. Still Gyökeres. Deflected all the way. It's a corner. You just want the ball and ended up not being deflected.
You could just see him open up for him. He came on to his right side and he was crying for half a yard, crying out for half a yard, and he got it.
There would be a certain symmetry if Arsenal win the Champions League for the first time from a corner with pretty much the last attack of the match. Based on what we've seen from them this season, this is their moment. It doesn't matter how you win it. Can this be the moment for Arsenal? been so good from corners all season. It's been such a big part of their game.
Just don't do this from into the side there.
The Arsenal fans wait. Can Madueke get the delivery right? There's a whole host of players around Safanov. In it goes. It's headed up into the air by Bradley Barkala. Safanov gets a piece of it. It's not away. It is now. Nice. Rice belts it back in. Headed away. They were leaping up off the Arsenal bench and that ball fizzed back in, and they're going to get. And I think that might take us to negative.
The drama's unbelievable. It is.
So for the 12th time in the history of the competition, we will need a penalty shootout to decide who wins the Champions League. Kai Havertz for Arsenal, Ousmane Dembele for Paris Saint-Germain, and Laura, it's all come down to penalties.
The Arsenal fans in the stadium can barely handle the pressure at the moment. We go to penalties in the Champions League. So these two teams have always given everything, but it felt like it got a little bit like they lost their energy in that second half there, and you can understand why.
Yeah, there was some tight legs out there. Arsenal gave so much to get into a position that they did. And then it looked like they run out of energy a little bit, but they've done so well to get this far.
And now we go to penalties, and when you look at the two teams, do you feel like PSG have taken a lot of their penalty take, their first choice penalty takers off, Martin?
Yeah, you've seen that. Obviously, we've taken Erdogan Havertz off as well, so there's a bit of that. You know, you needed to stay in the game. I just thought I'm pretty proud of what the team has done today. We're playing against PSG, given absolutely no chance in this match to succeed and do well, and it's still in their hands. And maybe this guy we're looking at now, he becomes the hero. He's getting information. He'll know where the guys are going to be taking these penalties. I think what you're doing when you're taking this is go off and be clear in your mind, pick your spot, have that calmness about you. It's a big situation. I'm just wondering which end it's going to take place at, because obviously that is very critical. I remember you losing the UEFA Cup final in 2000. We were at the other team's end and it played a massive part now. So we'll wait to see on that one.
I don't want to be shooting towards the PSG fans because they've been double loud all game. Raya's just been a star of the show all season, really. Most number of clean sheets. Can he be the hero, Jack?
Yeah, he can, and like Mike said, he'll be well prepared. The goalie coach, the set piece coach, is where they earn their money. But ultimately, the players and David have to go out and execute under immense pressure. So yeah, you can be prepared, but it's a different type of pressure.
Owen Hargreaves has joined us. You've been in this situation twice, once with Bayern Munich, once with Manchester United. Both of your teams won those. In 2008, you actually scored a penalty. You took one and scored one. You were number 4. Tell me the feelings that you had.
Look, there's a lot of pressure, but you got to embrace it. You got to enjoy it. It's an opportunity that can change everybody's lives. Your teammates, the fans. Mark made a good point. Pick your spot and go for it. The one thing is now the mind game started. Everybody knows. Goalkeeping coaches know. The backup keeper gets involved, and they know what people are going. Do you go where you normally go, or do you change your mind? I normally stuck to what I did, but obviously we got 2 good goalkeepers on penalties. But you can tell almost on who's going to score on the body language on the walk-up. You think about a lot from the walk-up to the penalties part. But you've got to block out any negativity. Think about a positive moment. Celebrate with your family at the end. And that creates positive energy. And hopefully you can finish the job.
Pep giving his support as well to David Raya. What do these players need from Mikel Arteta now in that huddle?
I think the positivity to be, an all-time great at the football club, to do something that no other group has been to stand behind you. Embrace it.
You've managed a penalty shootout this.
Sports. Cambio. Hindi yun. Kaya naman pickings. Kiwala dito. Puzzle? Kiwala. Ito pa yung exist yan. Pwede sports niya yun, nata? Yeah, it's like kiwala yun. Wala. Sige din.
Sleight of hand to Colin, just gets all snarled up with the back row around his ankles. Advantage when you're offside. Play, you had the penalty, I think.
Rubber gets cut out.
This is really disappointing. The break initially is absolutely superb from Christie. Lovely hands from McGuigan.
ये तो नहीं तो ये बस पानी यार और के दिखाई
Horrible for helpless supporters. You pay so much to be here, to enjoy the occasion, to lap up the atmosphere. And you find that by the end of it all, it is simply painful. It's going to be more painful for one set of supporters than the other. But football hasn't come up with the answer. This, this is the only way, seems to be the only way. It looks to me as though Gonçalo Ramos of Portugal is going up first. To face an Iberian head-to-head, Arsenal's brilliant Spanish goalkeeper, David Raya. Think about the referee. He has got a job to do here with goalkeepers and gamesmanship and delaying penalties and so on and so forth. How much of it will he let go? Well, in this case, the VAR very little. A reminder that the goalkeeper must have a foot on or behind the line at the moment the ball is struck. 11 penalty shootouts in European Cup finals, starting with Bruce Grobbelaar's famous wobbly knees for Liverpool in Rome in 1984. Most recently, Juan Fran hit Jan Oblak's post. Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid 10 years ago in Milan. Well, Gonçalo Ramos has got there very early. He has been waiting there with the ball for what feels like an age. Not sure how wise that is. We'll soon find out. There's always a fellowship between goalkeepers. But right now, that fellowship is paper thin. Raya from the thick end of 200 yards away, imploring the Arsenal supporters to give what they can. Gonçalo Ramos comes to in. And sure enough, that might calm a few nerves. First penalty, always huge responsibility given to him. Some good technique and a wonderful penalty. Victor Gyökeres in the city of his family roots. In front of Budapest, in front of the continent, in front of the world. Arsenal's big, bristling, bustling centre forward. The moment of his life. And Gyökeres scores. Well, you don't have a penalty record like his if you want to panic, do you, really? And that was the case of him certainly not panicking. Cool as you like. Sends Safanov the wrong way. It's a very, very calm, nicely taken penalty. Desiree Doué has twice struck a winning penalty in shootouts for PSG this season. I mean, David Raya pushing the boundaries with the referee. This! Doué, mighty calm. Mighty calm. How good was that? As good as it gets, really. To be fair, any penalty that finds the back of the net in this situation is as good as it gets. Calm as you like.
And on the subject of calmness, there are few cooler, more poised, more smooth in a footballing cauldron than Eberechi Eze, a stylist. Eze has cracked it. Nasty moment. Head in Arsenal hands. Well, he seemed to pause for what felt like forever because Safanov doesn't commit. What's the goalkeeper? Stays on his feet right till the last. That makes Evira Eze just panic a little bit. Is that the moment? Well, it's early in the shootout. That is the step closer now to their defence.
What's up? Come on!
A thunderous response.
Well, I say, a nice break for a goalkeeper. There's a saying in football,
That is it right there for David Raya. Right in his compass, still got to make the save. Surprised there's not much of a celebration, but inside, he'll be feeling 10 foot tall. There was a celebration from 100 yards away, not least from his goalkeeping colleague Kepa. And after Raya, Rice. He, as captain, was first to console Eze, who went before him. And now the burden is on his shoulders. Declan Rice levels it up. A player you just never doubt. Well, that's what I'm talking about. It's hard and it's low. It's in a difficult place for a goalkeeper to get down. I'm not sure it's actually right in the corner, but because it's so hard and it's so low, Safanov gets nowhere near it. Look, not right in the corner, but hard and low. Wins the day. And it is 2 each after 3 each. And it is Hakimi. Fit in time for this final, in time for this moment. And he subs it in. Two excellent penalties back to back for players wearing the armband, taking responsibility after teammates had missed big moments. And he's come up trumps there, Hakimi. And for Arsenal, Gabriel Martinelli is required to match him. Living every moment, breathing every breath. Feeling every ounce of pressure. Martinelli into the roof. There's no better penalty than that penalty. Well, I think you get to the stage where, as a player, you've got to make a decision. And he decided he was going to really hit this hard and hope that pace did its job. Not only did pace do its job, accuracy as well to boot. To be fair, no goalkeeper in the world saving that. And we are, in effect now, at the point of sudden death. And the fifth penalty for Paris Saint-Germain to be taken by the substitute Beraldo. At the point on the day where you dare not fail.
Barada does not fail. And he heaps the pressure now on Arsenal. Well, I don't want to be too critical of the goalkeeper, but when we see the replay, watch how early David Raya moves. So early. Look at this, he's on his way there, and that just leaves the whole goal. And to be fair, you've still got to be composed enough to find it, and Geraldo certainly was. Arsenal cannot miss. This is match point. The big, broad Brazilian shoulders of their vast centre-half, Gabriel. A lion for Arsenal the season long. Often impassable, seemingly unbreakable. Has he the poise? Fires into the Budapest sky! And Paris Saint-Germain are champions again! The champions of France remain the champions of Europe, and Arsenal are downcast. There has to be a fall guy, and how that hurts. It is brutal, it is cruel, it is personal. It cuts to the very heart of a player who has excelled for Arsenal until the last kick of a monumental season. But whilst Gabriel is peeled up and consoled, the Parisians embark on a party that says, still, the champions of the continent. Yeah, look, congratulations to PSG, commiserations to Arsenal. It's the cruelest of cruel ways to lose, but they've done something that history tells you is so difficult to do, defending your European crown, and they now join a very, very exclusive club. And I have no doubt they'll be back next year to try and do it again. But it's painful, the other side of it. And there will be tears, and lots of them. Oh, that's nasty. As nasty as it is exhilarating. A terrible moment for an excellent professional footballer. Gabriel went high. Paris Saint-Germain went higher. And the same hands will be on the big, beautiful trophy again. And who was first to console him? What a beautiful moment. First to console him, the player alongside whom he will represent Brazil in front of the whole world next month. And that is when sport is at its very best. Absolutely. Humanity. Yep. Compassion, humanity, an understanding of the suffering that Gabriel will be feeling at that point. And it won't go away for a while. It'll stay, it'll remain, but hopefully it will inspire, because that's the only option. It has to be an inspiration. But PSG, if you take the game as an absolute total and a whole, you have to say probably the best team has won the UEFA Champions League again. Really interesting to see Safanov there. As it turned out, he didn't have to make a save, but he was the point of difference from last year. He must have felt